Gentlemen, it's been 4 years. I have abandoned you and gone into solitude. But not without reason. Sometimes, when you're a man, you have to do things you didn't think you'd have to do. I had one of those experiences. It all began back in the summer of 1995. A young Tovar Bod, whilst being raised by hyenas, feasting on the flesh of the gazelles, a lion approached. Now, keep in mind that Tovar Bod had spent the past 70 years of his life on all fours. And at this moment of his created essence, his being, if you will, he finally did something miraculous, something nobody had done before. He stood up on two legs. As he stood up on two legs, he looked at the lion. The lion had already lost. He knew that by the start. He started crying. Tovar Bod started crying. The sadness, the joy, the bittersweetness. Amazing. As they approached each other, Tovar Bod, simply orange, he kissed the lion, told it to go home, back to its pack, and said, "Be gone." Now from that day, Tovar Bod has been standing on two legs. I've never sat down. I've never been on four legs before. And as time goes by, I look back on the hundreds of years that I've been alive, and I think, what a wonderful world. A young man once came to me. He said, "Bud, you strong." And I said, "Look, man, if you want to be like me, there's one thing you gotta do. One, I have a collection of over 1,000 bobbleheads. All right? When you have 999 bobbleheads and you put that last one on the shelf, it changes a man. He realizes who he truly is. Something happens in him. He gets this feeling, this urgency, this fire inside of him. It burns with a fury of 1,000 suns. It consumes him. It takes control of him. It drives him. It gives him power. He stays hungry and he devours. And when he puts in the work and the hours, he takes what's ours. Now, I don't consider myself to be prophetic in the things I say, but this is one instance where Bod is going to prophesy. There's going to be a time, where you're going to be walking. And while you're walking, you're going to slip. When you slip, you're going to fall. When you fall, you're going to hurt. But when you hurt because you slip, because you fell, because you fall, because you hurt, because you slip, listen, you're going to get a bruise. The bruise is going to turn red. The red's going to turn purple. The purple's going to rot. The rot's going to infection. The scarlet rot. And then you're going to lose a leg. However, hear ye him. If you abide by the Bodlific prophecies, you'll only lose half your leg. It's not bad. I mean, it could be worse, but, it is what it is. You better watch out for that crack. I know that you all have zero intelligence, but your faith build is very well done. Oh, excuse me. You definitely have that 50 faith. I can taste it. But the intellect is definitely at zero. Listen, kid, where's your dexterity at? Where's your arcane at? I bet you don't even have anything put in strength, or vigor, or mind. Why are you being so quiet? You think I'm just an audio recording? I see you. You're sitting there with your headphones on, sitting there in your car, listening to me. Don't look in your back seat. You better not. You'll see something you don't want to see. When you're driving down the 60 at night and you get that weird feeling and you think, is there someone in my back seat? And you look back there and someone's grinning at you. They're staring at you. And they have a gun pointed at you. What are you going to do? You're going to keep driving because there ain't going to be much you can do because that's going to be me. Taking a walk through the park, it's kind of like a candle, you know. Sometimes it can smell good. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it gives you a headache. You know, sometimes it brings you relief, peace, if you will. But the thing is a candle's temporary and it won't last forever. You know, eventually you got to put out that flame. Eventually you got to leave the park. Eventually you got to go. You know, eventually you die. So, but listen, one day you're going to be walking through the park and you're going to see what I like to call a big bird. All right, you got like all the little birds sitting there, you know, they're like chilling. And then you got that big, fat bird. He's the one who, let's just say, beat anorexia, okay? He's the pimp. He's the boss. He's the gangsta. He's the big smoke. He strides in. And he's like, "What up, cub?" And you look at him. He's a little tiny, like, fat pigeon on the ground. And, I mean, there's multiple things you can do. You can kick it. You can feed it. You can pet it. You can shoo it away. But one thing's for sure. It sure as heck cannot fly. That thing is like 1 pound. How is a 1 pound mass going to fly? This is a representation of you guys listening. You guys are the pimp. You know what I am? I'm the human that feeds the bird. I'm the human that prolongs the life of the fowl. You guys are the fowl. Embarrassing. Imagine from here on out, this is a colossal moment in Tovar Bod literature. My subscribers will now be called the fowl. And I will be the sustainer of life. You guys eat worms, poop on people, pick anything that you can find off of tables, make stupid, loud, dumb noises, while I, the highly intelligent one, sits in the park and sustains the life of the fat, useless, brainless, stupid pimp pigeons that can't fly because they're too fat, because I've overfed you guys. People say, you're not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers. But I declare war on Snickers for going against what I've taught. As we've discussed today, you guys are the fowl, and I feed you. And what happens if the fowl gets full? They don't come back. And so, like the birds you are, I command thee, stay hungry, my friends.